Hey y'all, hey, I'm here to do a requested energy update read on Peaches Janae McIntyre. And so I'm not going to hold you all too long. I'm going to get into the overall energy of what the tarot deck say about Peaches Janae McIntyre. Okay? I see the Five of Pentacles, okay? There's Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. And so when I see this Five of Pentacles, there is a need for her to center and ground herself. When I see the Five of Pentacles, I feel like there's a lack of finances. It's an energy of feeling like they are left out in the cold. And so when I see the Five of Pentacles, it deals with finances, like material possessions, and like health wise. And when I see the Five of Pentacles, it's like feeling left out in the cold, feeling locked out, okay? Feeling forgotten about. I need to center and ground her energy to overcome obstacles. I'm also saying the Temperance, okay? So when I see this Temperance card, right, this is the Sagittarius energy. This is about doing things in balance and moderation. This is about knowing that she is the catalyst for her happiness, her peace, and her serenity, okay? So this is about balance. Then so far, she needs to focus on overcoming obstacles and challenges that deal with herself, because so far the first numbers is the Five of Pentacles and the Temperance is the number 5. It breaks down to the number 1, focusing on herself and what she needs to overcome, and that's going to bring peace and serenity and harmony to herself. I'm seeing the Page of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, right? And so when I see this is talking about seeking. She feels like she's being clever. When I see the Page of Wands, it's like not it's not feminine energy, it's masculine energy for me. It's the wands. I think of that wood, that pipe, that peace. However, she's seeking something. It could be seeking finances, seeking attention, seeking healing. It says seek, okay? And so when I see this Page of Wands or the page of anything, it's like a youthful energy, okay? It's like doing something that her inner child wants to do, that used to make her smile. It gets centered around music, but I feel like she thinks she is being clever, okay? And I don't know if she is a fire sign. I don't know what peach sign is, but there's some inner childhood trauma that she needs to heal within herself, and she needs to stop focusing on everyone else. I know everyone else is making her bad. There's the Queen of Wands. She needs to take control of her power. She needs to get back to herself. She needs to get back to truly who she is. She needs to get grounded and rooted, okay? This is about doing like, I don't know if she liked candles, but this is about like lighting candles, taking action, taking charge, doing things that make her smile, getting rooted, getting grounded in her base chakra. I don't know. She like flowers. I do feel like she do like flowers, and she knows that she is a vibe. However, she needs to get back to her power. And so, yeah, let's see what else. I see the High Priestess, okay? So this High Priestess is about spirituality. You already know. There's about choices and decisions. It's about balance, masculine energy, feminine energy. It's about growth, okay? About choosing herself. And we are coming into a full moon. I know we are in a full moon, but we are coming into a full moon. I don't know when the hell it's going to be, but I'm just saying. It is coming. I'm also saying the Three of Pentacles, okay? And so there's about teamwork. And so a lot of people think she's getting into with certain people because this is about money. When I say the Three of Pentacles, it's Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. It's about teamwork, makes the dream work, but it's also about not allowing anyone to chip away at your self-esteem, your value, okay? I'm also being drawn to the laptop, so there's about social media, okay? Writing, scripting. I'm seeing the Page of Swords. So there's some type of delay in communication. There's Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, a youthful energy, having a light bulb moment, okay? Investigate, observe, but don't assume. And then I'm seeing the Justice card, okay? The Justice card is Libra energy. It's about knowing that the scales of justice is balanced in one's favor, but this is also about karma and learning lessons and applying those lessons. I'm seeing a Tower moment, okay? And so when I see this Tower moment, it's Aries in Scorpio energy. We are in Scorpio season. It's about releasing what no longer serves you emotionally, because if it don't serve you emotionally, it's not going to serve you mentally. I'm also seeing the Knight of Cups followed by the Knight of Wands followed by the Ace of Wands, okay? And so this is someone wanting to come in with a love offer. It could be wood. I feel like it is wood, okay? But it's also about start the fire and go for it, okay? And so someone is going through a transformation. Someone has to be truthful with themselves. I'm also seeing the Four of Cups. Someone is feeling over it. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's like there is a need for self-development, mastery. Mastering skills. There's money, and she's a master at her craft, okay? But there is an energy of feeling over it. And I feel like someone wants to walk away. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, disappointment. But this is about someone like moving forward before they're ready, okay? And so she has to be ready. And I don't feel like she... What else? Peach McIntyre. There is confusion and illusions, okay? And so this breaks down to the vibration of 13. The number 4 is about foundation, strength, and stability. There's some confusion and some illusion, mind control, mind invasion, things spiraling out of control, wanting you to think that something looks like something when it's not really what it appears to be. Ascending, okay? And so this is a need for ascension. I need to ascend, I need to look beyond. And so there is an energy of enamored, adoration. And so she has her following enamored. It's like some people will vibe with her, some people will believe her, and some people don't give a fuck. They will rock her. They're going to rock with her and ride with her, whether she's right or wrong. Poverty and high honor. And so this is please help. This is a poverty mindset, a lack mindset. And so she don't want to be in poverty. There is a need for money. And I'm saying someone that she considers as high honor. It could be wood, I don't know. I'm just a messenger. I'm seeing rising star. And so right now she feels like she needs to be the rising star. She is the rising star. There's a vibration of 14, which is about, breaks down to the number 5, overcoming obstacles. She feels like she has the mic. She feels like the spotlight is on her. But there's an energy of bondage, okay? So I feel like she's been held in bondage by trauma, okay? She always talks about someone else's trauma, but she is being held in bondage by her trauma. She's very, very emotional. She feels like her head is tight. She feels like her back is up against the brick wall, okay? I'm also saying karmic femme and abundance, okay? So her mind is always on money, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, okay? But I'm also saying imprisonment and a need for self-love, okay? She talks a good game, but there's a need to pour into herself, okay? I'm also seeing the Ice King, okay? Ice King and a need for change. I need to get rooted and grounded. Divine Feminine. So she needs to make a choice and a decision about this divine masculine, okay? So there is a pathway. There's a pathway, and so this is about seeing the light, taking the pathway to clarity. And so there's about a divine feminine and masculine, okay? Let me put these up. Let's put this over here. There's a need to get rooted in her sacral chakra, choices, decisions, balance, okay? I'm also seeing balance, okay? Choice, decisions, and number 222 is very, very significant. Foundation, structure, and stability, okay? This is about happiness. This is about looking or like home, focusing on home instead of other people. Her focus needs to be focused on her home, her family, her children, her foundation. But I'm saying temptation. There's a number 6, a need for healing. Bondage is Capricorn energy. There's the devil card. There is trickery, lies, trauma bonds, the energy of barrenness, an energy of temptation, an energy of overindulgence, whether it's alcohol, sex, drinking, gambling, whatever the case may be, okay? And so love begins when she chooses herself and chooses to move forward. So there's positive movement forward. She has to choose herself. Love begins when you choose yourself, when you pour into yourself. Solitude. There is a need for solitude, reflection, introspection, reading a book, okay? Speaking your truth. There's Virgo energy, okay? Crown chakra. Choosing wisdom, being led, being divinely chosen, guided, okay? And so there is a passion ignited, okay? Passion ignited, but she needs to pay attention to the truth, okay? This gives me the High Priestess energy, truth. There's also some type of situationship, okay? Ooh. There is some type of situationship and deep fake. So there's some type of situationship. It says unclear boundaries, mixed signals, more than friends, less than lovers. What are we? And then I see this deep fake. It says convincing lies, altered truth, virtual deception. Seeing is no longer believing. Peaches McIntyre. Peaches Janae McIntyre. DM slide. New message 1111. Unexpected flirtation. Direct messages. Testing the waters. Sliding into your inbox. I'm also seeing a nice guy. Okay. Followed by thoughts and courthouse. But I also see false documents. False documents and concern, okay? We see false documents and concern. We see no filter, okay? There's no filter card. It says speaking your truth, authentic communication, raw honesty. This is how I really feel, okay? This is how she really feels. I also see two-faced, okay? Saying one thing, does another, betrayal behind kindness, pretends loyalty, trust carefully, okay? Let's see what else. Peaches, Janae McIntyre. Hidden agenda, okay? So this is secret intentions, manipulation, disguised as kindness, hidden motivations, too helpful to trust. And I ain't even feel like she been too helpful, but this is it. I'm just saying. And I'm also saying bounce back, okay? Resilience after setback, recovering quickly, determination, rise again, cannot keep me down, okay? And so Peaches says y'all cannot keep her down. She will always bounce back. It's me versus me, okay? Self-competition, personal growth, becoming better than yesterday, my only competition, okay? And so she feel like she is her only competition. She feel like ain't nobody compete with her. I'm also saying side hustle. This says multiple incomes, extra earnings, financial security, always on my grind. And she feel like she is always on her grind, breadcrumbing, okay? This says giving minimal attention, keeping options open, vague promises, never committing fully. I'm also seeing a fake flex. So this could be her or the people she's talking about, pretending well, showing off about luxury, deceptive bragging, rich on Instagram, broke in real life, okay? And so sugar-coated. This is sweet but deceptive words, empty compliments, hidden insults, too good to be true, okay? What else? One more. This is the last card. It says, trust the signs, follow guidance, trust the signs. Okay. It says, pay attention to guidance, universe speaking clearly, following intuition, message received, unbreakable. Okay. Inner toughness, enduring hardship, strength through adversity, nothing can break me. Adversity is a key word. So thank you all for watching. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to tell a friend to watch